Grabbing kazoos.
The only person I've ever met that assumed comedians would have money on them. All right, let's give it up. Let's see one more time. Woo! As we do that, keep that round of applause going for our next comedian, Bailey Mickle.
Thank you, Thunderwolf. I'm Bailey Mickle, and are you guys familiar with porta potties? Porta potties were the only private place I had in Afghanistan, so I developed a Pavlovian reaction anytime I see them. It's like you have a dog, and every time you feed the dog, you ring a bell. So when you ring the bell, the dog thinks food is coming. And when I see porta potties, I am coming. Yeah, and it kind of reminds me of the snake lady I used to date. Not that she was evil or conniving or anything, she just really fucked with snakes. She broke up with me because she thought I was boring, which is unfortunate, because I would have built her a human-sized terrarium, electric bill be damned. She could have laid her eggs in a porta potty and I would follow her in and fertilize them. Or however snakes reproduce. I don't think that's it. I'm not that kind of doctor, though. I am a doctor, however. I got a doctorate. It took about 15 minutes, $5 and a brief questionnaire. I bet you guys feel silly about your student loans now. So, thank you. That's real sweet. So after she broke up with me, I got in my car and I was driving home, and I got on the highway and I noticed this individual had been following me for about 20 miles on the highway, so I tricked him into passing me and I followed him home. I surveyed his house for about 3 days, checked his mail. The woman living with him has a different last name. They're living in sin. I know that they were fucking because I watched through the window. The next day I followed him to work, and he works at an elementary school, which I find suspicious, but that's just me. As I was driving up, I knew my cover was blown because all of the children were outside doing the arm pump, which is the universal sign for honking your horn. So I did. They lost their minds. It was great. I've started doing the same thing to women recently. They aren't as stoked about it. That's harassment. Don't fucking do it. So my cover was blown, so I was like, ah, fuck, I better head home. So I was driving home and I went through Claremore, and Claremore's wild, right? Claremore has roads, and these roads have names like Patty Page and Lynn Riggs, and they have railways on them. So Patty Page and Lynn Riggs and Claremore constantly have trains being ran. It causes congestion. So when the train debacle was done, I pulled into a gas station and I went inside because I had to urinate. And when I got in there, it had a sign that said, "This is not a masturbation station." Why the fuck does it smell like a porta potty? So I was in there masturbating, as one does, and this individual came in and decided to use the glory hole next to me. So I grabbed a hold of his tallywhacker, and I pulled out my handy-dandy cigar cutter, and I was like, "Drop your wallet, buddy. This is a robbery or a circumcision. Your choice." He picked robbery, so that's how I bought drinks tonight. Woo, $20. After I left the bathroom and started further on my way home, I got stopped, and luckily, I had already masturbated in the porta potty, in the gas station bathroom, because it was in a construction site and there was a porta potty near me, and I only have 3 pairs of pants, and I can't continue coming to open mics with cum stains. I'm gonna leave you guys with one more thing. I feel like I could have been a cop in a past life because I'm so resentful about being bullied in high school, and I fuck with donuts. Sometimes I try to bring donuts to my friends at D&D, but they're feverishly frightened of my formidable blades. They can't believe it's not cum. And that's my time. Thank you guys so much.
Keep it going for Bailey Mickle.